Hello, it's Marie Kirkpatrick and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about how to stop giving your services away for free. Let's be really clear here, guys. We are running a business and we're running a business a lot of the time with a bigger purpose. Yes, we want to help people. Yes, we want to improve the world. Yes, we want to do all of that. But at the end of the day, we need to make money. And if we are continuously going for coffees with people or having free conversations or spending an hour and a half telling people how they need to fix things or, some solutions for them, then a lot of the time we don't end up getting paid. And that is a really hard space to be in. And I've had a lot of clients come to me and say, Marie, how do I actually stop people asking me for all my information when I've developed products and services and they're not willing to pay for it? So today, I want to help you go through that. So my first step for you is find out what made them reach out. People don't tend to go window shopping for business services if there isn't a need or a want there. So, if you're in a clothing store, yes, completely different, but I'm talking about business services. So whether it's health and wellbeing type stuff, whether it's coaching and consulting, whether it's mindset, whether it's financials, whatever that is, a lot of the time people don't just reach out and go, hey, what do you do and how do you do it and how would I do this? How would I sort out my books if there wasn't really an issue in their business? So find out what their real, why they really reached out, because once you've understood that, you can understand where they're coming from. Second thing I want you to do is, what is the challenge that they're having? What is the problem that they're trying to fix? What is it that has made them reach out in the first place? So I know for me, there's a lot of resistance that comes up when people think about business coaching or business consulting type services. Oh, I've tried that, that didn't work, or I've had a business coach for 12 months and didn't get anywhere, things like that, which will create a lot of resistance. So I've had a couple of beautiful, amazing clients in the health and fitness industry, and I know, I've been in that industry in the past, and what I understand is people have tried or normally tried 5 or 6, 10, 20, 1,000 different ways to either lose weight, increase fitness, increase energy, whatever that looks like. So when they go to think about investing more money in it, there may be a little bit more resistance, and that is okay. It doesn't mean that we need to not sell to them. It doesn't mean that we need to not connect with them. It just means that we need to really understand and connect with them. People buy feelings. As I've said in the past, there's plenty of free content out there about everything in today's day and age. There's YouTube, there's Google, there's Facebook, there's Snapchat, there's a whole heap of stuff where people can get free information. So it's not about the lack of information that they've got. They obviously haven't had that feeling or the connection to feel like someone can really help them. So understand, what is their challenge that they've got? Dig a little bit deeper, ask questions. I've got a whole discover and uncover process that I take my clients through to say, this is where they're at, this is where they want to be. How do we uncover what that looks like for them? The third thing that I really like to do with people, or I suggest that you do for your business if you feel like you're giving your services away for free, is to actually jump on a call. Jump in belly to belly, connect with them, jump on a Zoom call. And the reason why we do that is because that allows us to have a better connection with them. If their resistance is up, we want to kind of bring it down a little bit. We want to sympathize and understand where they are. And if I go back to that same example in the health and wellbeing industry, they've probably tried 50 million things. They've probably paid tens of thousands, if not more, dollars to people that they thought were the solution. Maybe they just haven't found you yet, and that's okay. So what we need to do is we need to kind of help them bring those walls down. And the best way to do that is to build rapport and connect. And the best way to connect is to ask some really beautiful open-ended questions. It's not like, why did you call me? It's like, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. What can I help you with today? Or what made you jump on Messenger and message me today? I do that with everything. Even if someone asks me to be a Facebook friend, hey, what made you reach out today? So understand that that connection will really get those walls down, and it will allow them to understand a little bit more about you. That's not to say that we jump on that call and we solve all their problems in a 20 or 30-minute chat. I say to people, you know, oh, wow, it must be really hard where you're at, being on that income roller coaster, or feeling like your business isn't growing, you've put so much time and energy and probably money into it. How about we just jump on a call and have a quick chat and see if I can help? Because I know that I can't help everyone. I also know that I don't want to help everyone. So if I jump on a call with someone, it gives me a really good feeling as to where they're at, where I'm at. Do we connect? If we don't connect, what's the next best step that I can help them with? Because another thing I want you to understand is I always want you to leave them feeling better or with more knowledge than the space they were at before you connected with them. So whether that's some free content or some advice or something along those lines, great. But don't feel like you need to solve all their problems in that one phone call. Now, a lot of people say, but Marie, what if someone doesn't jump on a call with me? And that can happen. And the more resistance that people have, the more likely they are to say, oh, no, thanks. I don't really want to talk about it. I was just wondering if you could give me a few, tips and stuff. So if someone doesn't want to jump on a call, send them to your free content, send them to your newsletter, send them to your Facebook page, and let them warm up a little bit. Let them understand who you are and how you do what you do and why you're different, what your unique special techniques or tools or frameworks or structures are that you use that can have them fix that problem once and for all, so that they're not continuously on that like mouse wheel of hamster wheel going round and round and round. So give them some free content if they don't want to jump on a call straight away. And the other thing is, if they don't jump on a call straight away, that's okay. It's totally okay. Don't stress about it. Don't feel like you've lost them. Don't feel like you've stuffed it up. Just remember to send them off in a better place than where they were before they connected with you. So things like if you've got a YouTube channel, if you have a Facebook page, if you have newsletters, if you have any other form of content, maybe it's a free ebook, whatever it is, send them that. Then ask them if they want to jump onto your newsletters or your mailing list or whatever else that looks like. But another hot tip I would suggest you is to reach out to them down the track. Put them in your follow-up folder. Reach out to them, maybe a couple of weeks, a couple of days. How did you get on with the free content? Did it help? Have you got any questions? And then it'll make them help them feel like they're not a number. They're not just someone, you're not someone else that just wants them for their money. They're not just another number in your business. They actually feel connected. So if they don't jump on a call, send them through to free content and kind of warm them up that way, follow them up, keep in touch with them if you feel like it's a right fit. Don't feel like you need to keep in contact with everyone, because as business owners, I know sometimes our time and our energies are limited. So be selective on who you want to follow up, but just make sure that your mindset and your belief systems are kind of in the right place when you do follow people up. I know in the past, I've gone to follow people up, going, oh, this person won't want to connect. I don't know if I want to connect with that person. That's not the best place to follow people up with. It's like, cool, I'm really curious to see what Sally got out of my newsletter or that blog that I sent her to, and make it something specific. If she said, if we go back to the health and fitness side of it, if she said something like, I've done Weight Watchers and I've done this and I've done calorie counting and all of that, send her to something that is relevant to her with what she has spoken to you about. Don't just send her to La La Land with 50 million things in the whole wide world, in the World Wide Web. Send her to something specific that can really help her, because that will then make her feel like you understand her. Oh, wow, Sally gets me. I know that when I'm ready to take that next step, or when I feel like I can't do it all on my own, Sally's probably the best person for me, because she writes blogs and I feel like she really gets me. So make sure it is specific. But if you can get someone onto a call, jump on, have a conversation, have a chat. Make sure though, when you jump onto that conversation, that you have a rough guide as to how you want that conversation to go. Because what I have found with previous clients, that when they've started onto these, quick chats or helping people in that way, they spend an hour on the call or half an hour or 40 minutes or whatever that time frame is, and they get off thinking, oh, I've just been milked for all my content once again. I haven't helped her. I feel like there's so much more I can do. And then they've hung up and gone, oh, it's so hard. Like everything's hard. It's draining. So make sure you've got a little bit of structure around it. So do your discover and uncovers. Understand where they are, where they want to be. Understand how your product and service can potentially help them. If it can help them, talk to them maybe about ways that it can help in a really soft, gentle way. We don't go straight in for the kill when it comes to selling. It's a very old school way. I don't know if you've ever had people message you on Facebook or reach out to your friends on Facebook and you think, I can feel this person just wants to sell me stuff, and declined. I don't want to be friends with people like that. I want to be friends with people, or I want to connect with people that I know I can really help. And if I can't help them, I send them on their way in a beautiful way. So understand that, dig into where they are, discover and uncover. Then we want to look at the bridge and how our products and services help them. And we also want to be able to ask really good questions so that it doesn't just become about them asking you a whole heap of questions and you having to fire back all the answers and they walk away going, cool, I know exactly what I need to do, and they don't need you anymore. When realistically, they do still need you, because a lot of the time we can't fix that person's challenge or problem in that really brief conversation. We need to dig in a little bit deeper. We get really clear on where they're at, and the solution is a lot more intense, or a lot more, there's a lot more to it than just that, quick conversation that you have with them. So make sure you've got some structure around it, and that'll really help you stop giving your services away for free. If people are giving you buying signs on that call, or, over Messenger, then yeah, there is potential to offer your products and services, but just make sure you do it in a really authentic and gentle way, especially if someone has just reached out to you or they've just seen a piece of content that's made them reach out to you. Just make sure that, we're not like, this is everything I do, and you give them a whole menu of stuff that you sell and things that you've done in the past and 500 different costs and numbers and all that sort of options for them. You don't want to go down that path. It gets really, really complicated, but that's a whole another YouTube clip on its own. So to stop yourself giving away your services for free, if you can, understand where they're at and what made them reach out in the first place. We want to know what their challenges are. We want to see if they'd like to jump on a call. If they don't want to jump on a call, totally fine. Let's give them some information about whatever challenge that they're having. If you can't help them, find someone else that can. I know with women in business, we do tend to have a lot of networks with people that do all sorts of different stuff. So I'm sure that there's somewhere out there that you may have a suggestion for them. So send them on that way. And if you can, jump on that call and have a really kind of guided, rough structure around that call, so that you're guiding it, not them guiding it from a place of, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? Can you tell me this? Cool, thanks. I've got to go now. I'm not interested in anything else. Hope that helps you today, and I look forward to chatting to you soon. Bye.